Hi, my name's J.C. Reynolds. I joined the Campbell County Healthcare Foundation a few months back to help raise funds for the PET-CT capital campaign. My wife had breast cancer about 3 years ago, and we did a lot of doctoring here in Gillette, and we've been in the community for a long time, so we felt like it was a good thing to give back to the community.
Because you got to go outside and then inside this trailer, this mobile unit, and it's just freezing. Part of that process is trying to find a vein to pump the medicine into you, and they have a hard time pumping medicine in because I'm freezing. Like it broke down one time, so everything had to be rescheduled. The medicine had to be redone. I mean, if we had it here, it'd be available and ready. I have the greatest moral support. My bride is the best. I mean, there's no way I could have done it without her. Because I have a grandbaby coming and I want to see her grow up.
The trailer was kind of one of those things that's like you walk up the rickety steps. And then I had to go to the bathroom. I had to walk down the rickety steps and go back into the hospital. Go to the bathroom and come back out. I feel sorry for older people that if they have to have this done, which I know there are some that have to go up the steps, because they're metal steps. And I said, and if it's really cold and stuff like that, it's really hard to get up the steps. And I'm afraid of sliding off of them because my feet are usually slick. I just think if you could get inside all on one level, people would enjoy it more and wouldn't have to worry about it. And I love the cancer center because you can get everything else right there.
A PET-CT is a scan that's really part of current cancer care. It's not even something exotic anymore. It's part of cancer care. It's part of national guidelines. I realized that in the community, it's best known as a test that could locate cancer where other tests like CT scans and MRIs cannot. But actually, medical oncologists use it for many other purposes. It's just part and parcel of optimal cancer care. It's important for us to, have a PET-CT available to our cancer patients. I think it's great service to our community.
Besides having the piece of equipment, we are fully set up for PET-CT. So we've gone through all of that with the architects and the engineers. And the PET-CT will fit in the room that we already have in there. If we have the PET-CT, best of both worlds, we can see what exactly is still growing or metabolic and potentially treat less normal tissue than we would have previously, which in turn would lead to less side effects. So right now, if we have a patient that we see on a Monday and the PET-CT scanner was here on the trailer 3 days prior, they have to wait, almost 12 days before the PET-CT is back. When you hear, obviously the words cancer, your world falls apart for a few moments, some longer than others. But just that anxiety of having to wait and wondering and...
It's terrible. They put you in a semi-truck. It's not comfortable. You go other places and you can get it done that day. Here you got to wait or travel to it. Some patients can't do that. I was roughly diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma 6 years ago. I've been fighting it for the last 5 years. My support system is my kids. My kids are everything to me. That's the only reason I keep doing it, to watch them succeed in life. That's my goal, That's what I want to make it for. I want them to be able to come and say, hey, that's my dad. You know, my dad's still here.
There's so many phases through fighting cancer. I mean, it's just like a little mini battle that you're doing there. Every day you've got people fighting for you, and they're always trying to come up with another plan, and are we doing the right things? Are we using the right things? This is a tool to help them decide what tools or what they need to use to fight your particular cancer. And every cancer is different. We so appreciated how our friends and families rallied around us in our time of need. That's why it's so important for our community right now to rally around this idea and to rally around this concept. To get this piece of equipment brought into our community will mean a lot to a lot of people, and it's going to touch a lot of lives.